Hey friends, it's Cass and welcome. Today we're playing a game called Monster Prom. Full disclosure, my friend is the one who always introduces me to these. She buys them and we share a Steam thing. So she was like, you can play it. And I was like, oh, okay. Because I just never find these things, but it seems very exciting. I don't know a lot about it. I do know it's a little hard. You don't always succeed at doing what you want to do, but let's give it a try. No, I want voice effects, y'all. I want voice effects. So you could play with up to 4 players, which is super. I know she's tried it with multiples. Let's do the full game. Yeah. Spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then, we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. I think I'm gonna have to be her. I don't know, let's go with the default. Amira? No, we'll go with red. And they.
Showtime!
Oh boy. And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 3 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our most 6 charismatic classmates. I think there's a Medusa girl in here.
Huzzah!
Miranda Vanderbilt, 19, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. What? Damien LeVay, 21, a fearless demon. Wait, aren't they in high school? A fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Scott Howell, 21, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Liam DeLioncourt, 4XX, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was truly a lovable dork.
Yay!
Polygeist, 22, a party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things.
What?
And Vera Oberlin, 23, a mean, self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. I think that's a wee romance. I mean, I don't know, we'll see. I mean, these two, it's kind of torn between them. Sorry, no offense to you, lady, but it's either Polly or Vera, whatever. It was clear. It had to be one of them, but who? We only had 3 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 3 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. God. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. Teen Wolf, hot or not? Take this quiz to find out. Crazy exes, how to deal when they just won't go. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more. We're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever, TM, will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character stats. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start. Oh, okay. Politics. So real. You build a 100-foot statue, commemorating an event so that in 1,000 years, archaeologists can learn something about the people of our time. What does the statue represent? That mind-blowing twist in your favorite TV show that changed the life of everyone forever, unlike all that boring stuff they show in the news. That glorious instant where your friend stopped you from texting embarrassing stuff to your ex while hella drunk. Your least favorite political figure being devoured by rabid rhinoceros, which are also covered in badass tattoos. I don't know, I guess I'm going to go with the political figure one. Because the other two don't really seem like... I mean, this seems like it could be more important than Tex. So bold, so creative, so fun. Which is the coolest mythological creature? A sphinx, who's super turned up and ready to party, and she raps all her riddles. She still kills you if you don't answer them correctly, but she raps the riddles. The invisible hand of the free market. This weird creature I drew when I was 6, which is... clearly super derivative from other mythological creatures, but it's super cool, and it's my OC and my spirit animal, okay? I don't use that term, so I'm going to go with a sphinx, because I love the fact that she raps riddles. So fun! What would be a deal breaker for a potential lover? Person lacks taste, coward, hates the outdoors, lacks manners, mediocre, boring. I don't mind boring people. I think I'm boring sometimes, or all the time. Lacks taste, hates those. None of these. I think manners, weirdly enough. Like, and I don't mean like miss manners, but like when people are just rude. I'm gonna go with manners. Okay.
Let's do this!
Okay. I'm smart, bold, not very creative. What? I mean, let's go to the library first. That day you you spend some time on the library's PCs playing some good old online poker. What? Firelord, Sharkbado. Gambling seems like a stupid and dangerous decision, but who cares? This time it paid off, so fuck it. You gain 2+ money. Later, you see Damien and Miranda chatting, and being a nosy little bitch, you decide to insert yourself into the conversation. I look forward to this adventure, so is there anything more wonderful than getting insight into the lives of commoners? You better not pull that shit the whole time. My dads are lords of hell, you know. Technically, I'm royalty, too. Are you, though? Damien rolls his eyes and turns to you. Mrs. Panthera paved us up for our hands-on homework assignment, going on an adventure. Apparently, I have some anger issues and a thirst for violence that I should be channeling into something productive. Like a thirst for violence isn't productive in and of itself. And I'm supposed to work on being more independent. Which is so strange since I told my ladies and gentlemen in waiting to fix that for me last week. I wonder what sort of adventure might give us the wonderful experience we need to fix our perceived but obviously non-existent flaws. Go on a deep-sea quest to steal beautiful pearls from a scary kraken. Hey, good call, actually. Miranda's already familiar with the ocean, so she can be a little more independent. I have absolutely no problems being independent. I know because I paid my servants to tell me that. You're the one who has the issues to be worked out, Damien, and an undersea adventure will be perfect. You can't fight fire with fire underwater. There's no fire there. Fair enough, and I can channel my violence into something productive by killing the kraken. Normally, I don't condone killing for killing's sake, but this isn't for the sake of killing, it's for the sake of getting me pearls. Two of them dash off, cackling gleefully. They get full marks on their assignment and brag about this to anyone who will listen. Miranda has made the pearl the focal point of a choker, and Damien looks dashing in his kraken tentacle hat. You gain a new appreciation for the cephalopod-themed headgear, and you gain 2+ smarts and 1 fun. Week 1, noon. Oh.
Let's do this!
Alright, Red. I mean, Vera is drinking her customary lunchtime scotch because you can drink whatever the hell you want at this school, but Scott's not making it easy for her. Hey Vera, what you drinking? Scotch. Why? Because it smells like a delicious forest fire, and I'm curious. What's it called? Scotch. Yes? No, that's what it's called. What? Scotch. Yes? No, I'm not saying your name. I'm saying the name of the drink I'm drinking. It's Scotch. It's mine? No, it's mine. Then why is it called Scott's? That's just what it's called. Oh, is it like an energy drink for Scots? I mean, it's like an energy drink for Scottish people. Hey, I'm a Scottish person. I'm as Scottish as it's possible to be. I'm the most Scot. Oh my god. No, God. What will it take to get you to drop this issue? Scott's not going to drop it unless you do something. So you cut it and say, yeah, it's called Scott's, but today is opposite day, so everything that's Scott's is actually Vera's. Don't you mean today isn't opposite day? No. I'm not. Sorry, not Vera. I guess I'll be taking your drink. Wink. Wait, time out. If everything that's Scott's is Vera's, do I have to give Vera all my stuff? Yes. Oh, okay. And does Vera have to give me all of her stuff? Sure. Unfortunately for you, I have no stuff. All my possessions are owned by a cleverly disguised shell company. Now hand over your wallet. Okay. Boy, opposite day sure is the best, isn't it? It sure is. After Scott leaves you alone, you and Vera definitely don't spend all his money on cocaine. What? Shit. Guys,
Let's do this.
Okay. I mean, does it show me who's where? Where do I think she would be? On the library. Let's try the bathrooms. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. Look at that. I love it. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn. By skipping class and hating on the bathrooms, you give +0 shits, but you gain 2+ boldness. Later, you see Miranda and Vera cornered by the wolf pack, who are watching them like a pack of wolves.
The wolf pack is here.
How would one of you ladies like to go on a date tonight with the hottest dog ever to be literal hot dogs? I wouldn't at all. This is not at all how I like my courtships to begin. Where are the jewels? Where are the flowers? Where are the bloody heads of my enemies? Oh man, we'll show you courtship on the court when we win on the court at sports. We'll show you courtship. Every time I think the guys at this school can't get any dumber. Oh, I get it. You're both shy. Don't worry, our barks are worse than our bites. Except when we're doing sports, because then we bring it, yeah. But if neither of you have the confidence to say which one wants to go out with us tonight, we can just choose for you. Yikes, like they're relatively well-intentioned, but you should definitely step in and save one of them. You don't want to go out with Vera. I hear her snakes have syphilis. Yes, that's exactly right. They do have syphilis. I mean, if I'm not gonna fucking date a lady with snakes as her hair, like, that's my aesthetic, y'all. Me and Medusa, we would have been so tight. I would have been secretly in love with her, and she would have been like, I don't know about this, and I would have been like, you know, in your heart, Medusa. Poison flows through my very veins. I am a powerful, dangerous, bad bitch. Fear me, you puny little mortals, and fear my ability to destroy you effortlessly. You know what? I think I just heard Coach calling us. We need to go practice not getting STDs. STDs? I did that wrong. With that, the wolf pack is out. Vera, I am so sorry to hear about your illness. I had no idea. Mary, my snakes don't actually have syphilis. We were just giving them the slip. Oh no, you started something awful, but at least it worked. You gained +2 smarts and 1 boldness. Week 2, morning.
Let's do this.
What does the cat mean? I still want to go to the bathroom again. What happens if I just go to the bathroom every time? Yep. While in the bathroom, you tell yourself in the mirror that you're so bold you would kill a tiny big-eyed turtle with your bare hands. The monstrous act would instantly give you +500 boldness. But come on, you're just talking to yourself in the mirror. What's the merit in that? You know what? You can keep +2 boldness anyway for saying that to yourself out loud. Later that day, you're out shopping with Vera and Polly when a wild cockatrice appears. It gallops through them all, biting choppers with this jagged beak and turning them to stone. Scott and Damien come chasing after it, holding a butterfly net and a frilly dress. This isn't our fault. We had nothing to do with this. Ugh, another mythical creature crisis just when I'm starting to enjoy my shopping. Hi, Polly. But it's so cute. I bet that visage chicken dragon really knows how to party. I like her too, but I mean, what am I gonna do here? Scott and Damien see everyone looking at them and are wisely hide inside a clothing rack. What are you gonna do about this creature? Befriend it with a delicious Cinnabon. I'm not so charming. You unwrap the delicious Cinnabon treat you were saving for later and present it to the cockatrice. It sniffs at once and then eyes go wide with rage. You idiot! Everybody knows cockatrices are allergic to gluten. But it's too late. The cockatrice bites you and you turn to stone. Your friends find a wizard to turn you back again, of course. But by then the rumor's gotten around that you missed class to go get stoned, so you get detention. You lose -1 fun and -1 smarts. Well, at least I lived as I, lived.
Let's do this.
Vera is about to lift a glass of scotch to her immaculately painted lips. You can drink whatever at this school, apparently. When Miranda screams, "Stop! Don't drink that!" Why not? This scotch costs more than most cars. Has your taster tried it yet? What taster? You don't have a taster? What if your drink is poisoned by someone jealous of your good looks and royal title? Listen, Mary, I only drink 4 things. Scotch, red wine, the tears of my enemies, and straight up poison. You drink poison on purpose? Miranda, my hair is venomous snakes. You think poison actually harms me? Well, you should still have a taster. What if someone puts really spicy hot sauce in your drink? Or poison? Ugh. What do I have to do to get you to drop this? Simple. Hire a taster. Fine. Any volunteers? This might be just the big break you've been looking for. You raise your hand, and when Vera picks you... Yeah, I'm going to pretend to be poison, terrifying Miranda and amusing Vera. You shoot Vera a wink, taste the tiniest sip of her scotch, and then... No, stop vomiting! How will you be able to taste for poisoning if you're too busy foaming at the mouth and vomiting? You fool, they are poison. Run and tell the authorities before this poor sap's face melts off or something. Oh dear, oh my. Oh, I'm no good in crisis situations. Curse my uniformly pleasant childhood. Miranda faints with the utmost drama. If there's one thing princesses are good at, it's fainting. That was hilarious. I should put poison in my scotch more often. You can stop vomiting now, by the way. She passed out. Oh, do you need the antidote? Alright, here you go. I guess I should have let you know the scotch was actually poisoned. Oh well, how about we get ice cream to make up for it? Your stomach's still too weak for ice cream, but you're never too sick to pretend... Oh, no, to spend some quality time with Vera.
Let's do this!
Okay. We're gonna do something different. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. Oh my god, you have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point, there are 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain +2 fun. In the course of your activities, you come across Vera and Polly hatching yet another scheme. You sneak a little closer so you can eavesdrop.
Hi.
Listen, this has been a fruitful partnership so far, in terms of making people look like imbeciles. But I think it's time we monetize. Sick burns don't buy fresh outfits. Yeah, fine, whatever. I guess I could use some new thongs or whatever, but like, I don't want to stop making people look dumb just so we can make money. I don't want to sell out. Personally, I can't wait to sell out, but you have a point. We can't sacrifice our brand. The question, of course, is how do we do both? Yeah, how do we get rich off yanking people's chains? Ugh, careful with your words of choice. Your choice of words, Polly. What? Chains are a big thing for ghosts. Of course. They don't seem to have any immediate ideas. Maybe you can offer a solution. I don't think I can choose that one. Phony workout scheme, Frank Pilates. No, I think I'm going to choose... I mean, both of them are kind of stupid, but I'll choose the stealing one. Stealing. I like where your head's at, but it could use a catchier name. What about humping? Oh god, humping is already a thing. Yeah, but it's awesome. Fair point, but we need something classier. Something that says, this is cool and also legal. Oh, theft. Warmer. Oh, what about finance? That's already a thing. Fine. How about ambush finance? Oh yes, that's hot. You leave them to discuss whether they can trademark stealing. Meanwhile, you gain +2 creativity and 1 boldness. I'm not charming at all, though, apparently. But I don't really care.
Let's do this!
What does that one mean? We've never been to class. Auditorium. No, let's go to the library.
Hey, stranger.
Buy some shit. I have this shit that boosts your stats. Oh! Even some shit that might be needed to be very specific at the moment, so take a look. A motivational poster. Oh, I have some money. A tampon used by a former prom queen. A blanket with 2 holes. I think I like this. Can I afford that? Or I'm gonna go with a corpse.
Later, Gator.
All profits are donated to a good cause. Spoiler, the good cause is buying me a new phone. Sweet. I got a corpse. I don't Where do I get money from?
Let's
Just
do this.
earn it by days? Ow! The cat's in my lap. You take your seat, and if you didn't know any better, you would say that it seems like Vera and Polly are almost more interested in their phones than they are in you. And you do know better, and you know that. Yes, that is exactly what's happening right now. It's nothing personal, Red. It's just that Polly and I are very engrossed in texting our financial slave. Yeah, it's pretty hard to compete with some guy whose fetish is buying you anything you want. That's my fetish, too. Not buying things for people, having people buy things for me, duh. Good thing he's rich enough to take care of both of us. You know what they say, true friendship is sharing secrets and financial slaves. Still, I do worry that this arrangement might not be sustainable. What happens if he runs out of money? Our cash flow instantly stops. Besides, being handed everything you want on a platter, in this case the platter being an online money transferring platform, is almost boring. Yeah, I get that. It's a little less boring when you're on as much cocaine as I am right now, but I see what you mean. If we could somehow turn this into a business venture, then maybe it would get interesting, and we could continue to profit even after he's gone broke from catering to our every whim. I mean, how interesting do you think business actually is, since he's obsessed with us, and we should just tell him to do something totally insane and see if he does it? I don't know. A weirdo giving away his money and getting into hijinks is great and all, but I want to start making real money. GG, stop. And I think money is fine and all, but my favorite currency is chaos. Seems like the ladies are at a very exciting crossroads. Maybe a random bystander can give them a nudge in the right direction. Yeah, I'll go with the top one because I do want him to marry Llama, but aha, that would increase our income exponentially, immediately. Which are two of my my absolute favorite adverbs when it comes to monetary gain. I mean, one financial slave between the two of us is already strangely a lot to handle, so managing an army of them sounds draining. But as long as it's a pyramid scheme and we're at the top of the pyramid, where we don't have to actually deal with the low lives, who cares? Meh, I think I'll just go check on my toilet wine. Don't worry about her. Polly wouldn't know a good business idea if it slapped her on the ass. Which happened one time, actually, but it's a long story, so forget it. Anyway, we can tell people in order to become official certified financial slaves, they have to buy a kit of supplies. And they'll start at dirt slave, and then if they get 5 financial slaves under him, they can become a pathetic ground slave, and then they can work their way all the way up to the gold, diamond, platinum, Saucho Mocha Grand Supreme slave. This is a great idea, Red. We should go write the business plan together and prepare to profit. Did Vera just say she wants to profit with you? Holy shit. Vera sharing her class hole is like third base for her. Awesome.
Let's do this!
I mean, I kind of want to gain stuff, though, so maybe... We haven't tried... I guess we should try everything once. Let's do the auditorium. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you figurative oral sex. I don't know why I whispered that. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain +2 creativity. You're minding your own business when Vera grabs you by the collar and yanks you into a huddle with her and Polly. We're in big trouble, asshole, and it's all your fault. Yeah, Ambush Finance has been a huge success. Too huge. They want us to write a book about it. But we don't know how to write a book. And we already accepted the advance. So I took a bunch of Adderall and wrote 270 pages of garbage about stealing. But of course, the publishing house won't accept it. They say it's missing a big reveal at the end. Some kind of ultimate secret to Ambush Finance success. That's where you come in. Yeah, you came up with the idea in the first place. For which we owe you absolutely no royalties, by the way. So we figured you could help us come up with a big secret for the end of the book. What do you say? Keeping in mind that if you say no, I will have you skinned. Oh my god, I love her. Like, I love her so much. Let's just take a minute and talk about how much I love Vera. I like Polly too, but she's a bit much for me. I just like Vera. I don't know what to say. I'm just gonna go with the first one, although it seems more like a Polly thing. Oh snap, that's the ultimate prank. We're stealing their money by tricking them into buying a book about stealing money. Very mean and very on brand. And if anyone complains, we'll just tell them it's an avant-garde self-help. French words always shut people up. Sweet. I'll go put this into the final draft. Great. But remember, Polly, we've got a bank heist scheduled for 5:30. We can't be slacking now that we're celebrity burglars. Roger that. Man, this is so much fun. I can't believe it's legal. Of course. You're going to pretend you didn't hear all that. You gain +2 fun and 1 creativity. I mean, I hope it didn't... I don't know.
Let's do this.
I don't like games where like you have to always choose the option for that person or else you're screwed, you know? Let's check the bathrooms.
Give me your money.
Too poor for this. Oh, well, I missed the day. Oh well. I just was curious. I thought maybe something else would show up.
Let's do this.
Probably screwed me over. You find Vera and Polly at their table, deep in conversation. Alright, business idea. People pay a monthly subscription to prevent me from drugging their food. Business idea. People pay me a monthly subscription to put drugs in their food. Business idea. Price out the cafeteria's current food supplier by selling plastic food. Business idea. Nipples. Just nipples? Yeah. Okay. Wait. Business idea. Use clever marketing and food science to create the perfect new diet craze and sell it for insane profit. That's actually a really good idea. Better than nipples? Yes. We just need to figure out what our new diet product will be. Tapeworms. They're gluten-free, dairy-free, 100% organic, and you can get them. I don't want to say math. You can get them for free from sick cows.
That has been quite pleasing.
Ooh, what a delicious idea.
What?
But what about for like ghosts and stuff? Ghosts want to lose weight too. We'll just sell ghosts of tapeworms alongside with living ones naturally. Where are you going to get tapeworm ghosts? Simple. I'll just kill tapeworms with unfinished business, which is pretty much any tapeworm, honestly. They're very ambitious.
Awesome, dude.
Well, all of my objections to this plan are solved. Skim away. Soon, Vera's new slender friends are all the rage in the cafeteria, and she seems to tolerate your presence even more. And everybody's losing weight.
Let's do this.
Okay. We haven't been to class or the gym. Let's try the gym. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain +2 charm. While doing all that, you've been carrying your newly acquired corpse as if it was a totally normal thing to do. But some people seem to think otherwise. Oh no, it's the foremost hateful in the school.
Ugh.
Why are you carrying a corpse, idiot? Psh, what a shameful display of distaste. Haha, yeah, what a noob. Carrying our corpses is for noobs. Oh, a corpse. I love corpses. Also, I'm super drunk. Okay, the 3 most hateful people in school and Polly. At the school's social elite, we disapprove of this. I'm the head of the hierarchy, and I can't condone such stupidity under our domain. I'm the taste of the hierarchy, and I don't appreciate such puerile use of a corpse. I don't think I'm saying that right. Also, lesser known fact about corpses, they smell. I'm the fist of the hierarchy, and I want to punch you because punching people is what I do. I'm Polly. Also, I'm like super drunk, so whatever Vera says. Yikes, despite your disregard for stupid social conventions and the school hierarchies, you feel the urge to please them. Maybe because that's what this game is about. When you bought this corpse, they totally told you it was a fashion accessory. They were absolutely not just trying to dispose of a body. But now you're starting to feel like they might have fooled you. No time to lose. How can you convince the corpse is actually a very hot fashion accessory? Oh god, I didn't mean to click. Swiftly you gather the corpse and you place it on your head. Your classmates remain silent looking at you. The tension is great. You do your best to look serious and fashionable. I think what Red is trying to tell us is that the corpse is a hot fashion accessory. Yes, indeed. Most fashion accessories are worn on your head. Hats, glasses, earrings, hats. I think it's cool how they're wearing a corpse on their head and they're still, like, really cool about it. Fuck, I'm, like, big time drunk. Like, tomorrow my hangover will have a hangover. Wait, am I tripping? Is Red wearing a corpse on their head? I mean, I did a bunch of super shrooms earlier, so I might be tripping. You're not tripping, Pally. Well, you are tripping, but also Red is in fact wearing a corpse on their head. And you know what? They're doing it in such a confident way, I hereby conclude that a corpse counts as a very hot fashion accessory. It would also be a pretty convenient way of disposing of the many corpses my ventures might or might not produce. I agree. Confidence is what really counts when deciding if something makes for a good accessory. Even if it's something is completely not hygienic. Even if that something is not hygienic nor healthy. Still drunk. And so, all of them sign the decree that establishes a corpse as an acceptable fashion accessory, as high school social bureaucracy requires. Today is a bright day to have a corpse in your possession. You gain +2 charm and 1 smarts. I mean, I don't know what the other option was, and I'm sad about that, but I guess it worked.
Let's do this.
Oh, I gain money by library. Easy steps to enlarge your tentacles. Girls love a really long tentacle rate. Wow. Notavirus.net. That day, you spend some time on the library's PC, sending malicious spam emails in hopes of stealing other people's money. It doesn't sound very nice, but who's really the one to blame if they respond to such blatant scam? 2A. You lose minus karma shit. Minus 10 karma, which isn't a stat in this game, so who cares, and you gain +2 money. Spot Vera at the computer next to you, deep in contemplation. You offer her a penny for her thoughts. My thoughts are worth significantly more than a penny, but I'll invoice you later. I'm trying to launch a new legitimate business venture. I'm sorry, I mean scam. But I'm not sure how best to recruit customers. I'm sorry, I meant to say gullible suckers. I've got no trouble finding victims in real life, but my snakes use their tongues to smell weakness. But snakes can't use their tongues on the internet. I know, I was surprised by that as well. So, any ideas? I think I'm going to do the Reddit for suckers to join the scam. Intriguing. I admire your lateral approach to the problem. People are looking for scams claiming not to be scams. But if a scam actively admits to being a scam, people will assume it's not one. Because why, after all, would a scammer admit to being a scammer? It's perfect. With that taken care of, all that remains is to set up the rest of my scam. I'm off to buy 30 pounds of butter, some gold spray paint, and a very large rubber duck. Oh god. At this point, you've learned not to ask about statements like that. You gain +2 smarts and 1 boldness.
Let's do this.
Okay. You arrive at your chosen table to find Miranda folding napkins at Vera. Do you want to know what this one is for, Vera? No. I'll take that as a yes. The rose-shaped napkin fold is for your birthday between the ages of 16 and 22. Miranda's hands move fast as lightning, turning the rose into a gorgeous white swan. By contrast, this swan folding is for the first weddings, third weddings, and swan giveaways. As a fashion enthusiast, I have never been so bored by a piece of fabric. Oh, and this black swan folding is for the weddings where you plan to brutally murder all the guests. Why did I say it like that? Oh god. Not very popular, the black swan folding. Okay, that's sort of cool, but I'm still aggressively uninterested. You happen to have some napkin folding skills yourself. Maybe you can spice up this conversation. You decide to show off your most impressive napkin fold. Self-aware napkin. The writhing snake. Yeah. Well, that's quite a specific fold. Under what circumstances would one use... Oh, I see. Damn right, you see. And notice how my whole head is covered in writhing snakes? So basically, just assume that don't talk to Vera about napkin time is all the time. It's a year-round festival. People the world over celebrate it by not folding napkins at me. Well, it's not a very elaborate napkin fold, is it? You explain that what your fold lacks in complexity, it makes up for with the 12 ounces of cobra venom it can spit at will. Right, well, I see we subscribe to different schools of napkinry. I will leave you to it then. Your reward for running Miranda off is a one-on-one lunch with Vera. You've never felt so alive. I mean, I don't know if they'll go with me.
Let's do this.
We've been to the gym, bathroom, outdoors. We've been everywhere. We haven't been to class. But I don't want to go to class today because I don't want to buy anything, I don't think. Let's go back to the bathrooms. You encounter 3 wild hyenas on the way there. Who the fuck runs security here? Anyway, you subdue them with the help of a haircomb. God bless the monster scouts and all the idiotic scenarios they prepared you for. By the time you get to the bathrooms, you've totally gained +2 boldness. After your previous adventures, now corpses are an acceptable and quite hot fashion accessory. You've become a well-known trendsetter advocating for your beloved corpses. Life is now fancy and busy. Luckily, you have your sexy, sexy secretary to help you with all your new tasks. Miss Red, we have a problem. If you had assumed your sexy, sexy secretary had to be female, then shame on you. Well, okay. It's been leaked that Vogue's next issue will include an article titled 10 Reasons Why Wearing a Corpse as a Fashion Accessory is Not Chic and Probably Also a Crime. I've done some research and found the journalist. It's a bro called Fyodor Fedora. What should we do, boss? Yeah, we're gonna out-journalist them, journalism duel to the death. Oh, cool. To the death. Yeah, because duels to the death never go out of fashion. Let me choose the best outfit for your duel, boss. You pour all your journalism skills into a killer article, and you can bet it's a killer article because you win the duel and get to kill Fyodor Fedora. Which you do with the actual article itself. Have you ever seen a man die of paper cuts? Not a nice thing to see. Hooray for murder, boss. Yes to murder. But for all the right reasons. Good news, your article is so good, Vogue decides to publish it instead of Fedora's. Bad news, your article is an even fiercer list of reasons not to wear a corpse as a fashion accessory. Oopsies. And it's so good that soon everyone thinks you're a creep for wearing corpses yourself. Which, to be fair, is not a nonsensical thought. Also, like any other job for young adults, the Vogue gig was so shittily paid that you actually lost money. Oh no. I gained nothing. I'm poor.
Let's do this!
Have I been to class? No. That day you listened to your elders and learned valuable lessons. Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain +2 smarts. You're making your daily protection payment to Vera when suddenly...
Greetings.
Everyone, stop what you're doing and look at my majestic visage. The interdimensional prince. Muscling is on my territory. Muscling in on my territory, are you? Not at all, my darling Vipress. I'm here strictly in a business capacity. Business, you say? I'm all ears. Except for my snakes, which are all tongues and teeth. It's simple economics, my love. You're an aspiring crime kingpin. I'm a prince. I propose a merger. A merger of our resources, our minds, our bodies, and our spirits. Ew.
Not bad.
Interesting. Oh no, Vera's getting it on her calculator. She decides this merger is financially viable. Good luck asking her to prom. But how will you undermine Vera's confidence in the prince's financial status? Placing the gold with fish doesn't seem right. I'm going to choose that one. Before we drop the contract, I hope you won't mind providing a full accounting of your assets. Of course not, my dear. As you can see from this spreadsheet, my entire kingdom is owned by someone named Carl? Let me see that. You idiot. Carl isn't a person. It's a computer algorithm. It probably stands for something like computerized autonomous robotic light bulb. Nope, it doesn't stand for anything. It's just Carl. You gain +2 boldness and 1+ smarts. God damn it, Vera. Love me. I don't think I'm gonna make it, but we'll see.
Let's do this!
I don't have the money. That's like the one part that I think I'm really lacking. You arrive at your chosen table to find Vera looking askance at Miranda's lunch, a single very suspicious looking apple. Miranda, honestly, your apple seems to be pulsing with unhealthy purple light. Oh, I'm sure it's just your imagination.
Ugh.
It also has a skull on it, and it smells like lighter fluid. I don't think it's for eating. Of course it's for eating. It's a perfectly standard poison apple. You know, the sort that puts a princess to sleep for 100 years. You literally just admitted it's poison. I know, and I always said I wouldn't be the kind of princess who eats a poisoned apple. But how else will I find a prince to wake me with true love's kiss and live happily ever after with me? Girl, we need to have a little talk about feminism. You back me up on this. Tell her she doesn't need poison herself for the sake of a man. Yeah. A marvelous idea. If the princes are asleep, I shall be able to assess them fully before making a selection. Yeah. So the reverse, that princess should eat the apples and she should, which I agree. Come to think of it, I suppose that's why the princes prefer sleeping damsels to begin with. Yeah. God, royal marriages. The whole thing is like a fucking meat market. In my kingdom, it's more of a fish market. In any case, you two have truly opened my eyes. I shall be sending poison apples to all nearby princes forthwith. Miranda gets to work poisoning all her suitors. Vera is very impressed with your enlightened opinions on gender and poison.
Let's do this!
I have no money, so I feel like I should go back to the library. But I also kind of want to go outdoors. You spot Juan, the small magical Latino cat who seems a bit sad. He explains to you that he's worried. People are so used to calling him Juan, the small magical Latino cat, that now everyone defines him only on his size, magicality, ethnicity, and species. He's more than that. You correct him. You don't see him in such simplistic terms and convenient definitions. It's just that there are around 23 other different Juans in the school, so adding all that to his name is quite necessary. You tell him you'll never forget about him and the crazy adventures you both lived together in Monster Prom's prequel, Monster Middle School. Oh god. You have a great time remembering those crazy stories. You gain +2 fun. Hey Red, remember that one time at that one party where you explained to me in great detail your brilliant secrets of the business world? Holy shit, you do not, and that doesn't sound like your area of expertise at all. You must have been pretty drunk. But it's fair, so you smile and nod. Well, I will be attending a very fancy and important business dinner event tonight, full of powerful people by exclusive invitation. And by exclusive invitation, I mean I'm going to use my Gorgon powers to turn the concierge into stone and then sneak in. I'd love to see you put other people's money where your mouth is, if you're not doing anything tonight. You are planning on reorganizing your collection of very rare mint-condition Pokemon cards. The popular trading card game boasts on the even more popular video game Pocket Humans. Each card depicts a human being with a specific job and bio. A human being? Was that? I don't know. I'm tired. But that can wait. So when the time rolls around for the fancy business dinner, you shove them in your pocket and roll out. Red, over here. Glad you could make it. I've been raking in business cards hand over claw so far. I met Gertrude Gorgonzola, the diamond tampon tycoon, and Ray K. Bebop, the social media influencer, rapper, robot, and they're both very excited to do business with me. Plus, half the people in this room now follow me on Instagram because I had a zombie tech mogul, Steven Jabberwocky, hack into their accounts for me. How have you done so far? You turn out your pockets and show Vera the evidence of your endeavors, which consists of the lobby card for the hotel the convention is in, and the only thing handed to you by a real business person, a sticky note with the word no written in red Sharpie. Maybe I should have invited someone else, literally anyone else. No, it's okay, you still have an hour left of the event. It's time to pull out all the stops and choose an amazing tactic to get as many business cards as you can prove to Vera what a valuable business asset and prom date you are. I mean, I don't think they'll give a shit. I think we should try the Pokemon. You pull out your dope collection of Pokemon cards. Hey, yells a lizard person in impeccably tailored suit. Are those Pokemon cards? I love Pokemon, cries a nearby spawn of Cthulhu, withdrawing a pack of cards from his purse. Pocket humans are the humans I hate least. Soon you are surrounded by businessmen, all enthusiastically pulling out their collections of Pokemon cards. Who knew a trading card game based on a video game mostly for much younger monsters would have such immensely popularity in the high-end business community? I did. A dozen or so of you sit on the floor, swapping cards back and forth as you swap stories of the best Pokemon tournaments you've played. What the hell is going on over there? Why is everyone on the floor? You show Vera your impressive new collection of rare Pokemon cards you procured. Pokemon cards? How is this of any useful to me? Pokemon cards aren't real. I need a business card to get real business contracts. And not only did you not get business cards, and I won't be able to either. I know how you Poke nerds roll. Once you start, it's impossible to get you to stop. I might as well just go home at this point. Once again, children ruin everything. Oh god, I thought I was gonna trade him for actual cards. You start to launch into your trademark tirade about how pocket human merchandise isn't just for children, but it's too late. Vera's gone. Oh no. I think I fucked up though, y'all.
Hi.
Let's do this.
I don't think she's gonna say yes, I fucked up. You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to Monster Prom with you. You're asking me to go to prom with you? What a shortcut to Lametown. Reopening a MySpace account would be less harmful to the popularity than dating you. I think I just puked in my mouth.
Pathetic.
You couldn't get a date for Monster Prom. Actually, you couldn't get a date for the rest of your life. Some nights alone in your bed, you wish sadness was an STD. Because at least then you wouldn't be getting so much of it. Oh my god. Best at impersonating a plate of spaghetti. I failed, guys. I failed. I'm gonna do it again, and... Why, Vera? Why? I know I was lame, but I thought I was gonna trade the Pokemon cards for business cards. I didn't read that right. I've screwed up. I'm a failure. Alright, I'm gonna do the next one, so I promise that'll be out soon, and hopefully she'll say yes. Or maybe I should just try to do it now? Can I skip this stuff? Those 3 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of your life. After Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning who we were and who we could be. And you know what? As it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Vera really built the Oberlin Empire into endless greatness. They own a shameless number of companies. It's known that they're also into lots of sketchy businesses. But no one does anything about it. I mean, who in the hell would try to stop Vera Oberlin? Damien became an interior designer, specialized in torture machines. Last month, Vogue magazine called his products the refined marriage between macabre and chic. Liam kept doing art so hard that he eventually evaporated and became the concept of coolness itself. While leaving the physical plane, the last thing Liam did was give everyone a condescending look. During those 3 weeks, Monster Prom seemed bigger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then. But there were lots of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. I failed so hard. I knew I would probably fail. My friend Cherie apparently was the only one of the 3 of them playing together that, like, got a date. Erotic fanfic about dragons, yeah. Well, let's see if I can skip through it and... I still like her best. I'll do her for another one.
Here we go!
I'm curious... Which god do you pray to each night before sleeping? Oops. God molesting a tree? Taking pics of that? You wish you were raised by... I'm gonna say a kick-ass venomous snake and fire. So these change. What criteria would you use to name your children? I kind of like the second idea. Oh no. I messed up. You know what? Can I start again? Yeah. Because I forgot. That might give me like, some sort of bonus, you know?
Showtime!
And I want to get that bonus, so I need to be smart, and school's outdated and lame. We need a new school subject ASAP. Critical thought. Sure. I mean, that's true. Oops. Where's the... I know I don't get money for this. Yeah, that gate, I got the bit. Look, I cheated a little bit. I chose an answer I didn't exactly want. I need to game the system.
Let's do this.
She likes boldness though, so I think I'll still do the bathroom. Okay, so Vera and Damien are having a business meeting. Now, Damien, it seems we both agree that Gwilliam the Incubus is a piece of sentient garbage who deserves harm. True. I believe that together we could make Gwilliam very unhappy. I've prepared an action plan for potential merger. Have a look. Vera opens her folder to reveal intricate charts with the titles like Derision Coefficient and Maximizing Humiliation Dividends. I brought a folder too. Damien Elmson's folder, there is a piece of paper that says punching on it. I admire your simplistic approach, but I think we need a plan that utilizes both our strengths. Damien nods and turns over his piece of paper. On the other side it says punching hard. These two are never going to come to agreement unless you step in and mediate, so you tell them your idea. I'm gonna go with the list of fears. Most of these fears seem pretty standard. Clowns, bees, entropy, corn. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. I think we'll be able to accomplish some marvelous things with this list. Does it say punching on there anywhere? Yes, but it's at the bottom of the list, below libraries and fish. Well, okay, as long as it's on the list, I'm in. The way Vera's eyes look right now, she's right at the top of the list of your fears. Hot. You gain +2 smarts and charm. Oh my god. I really freaking hope.
Let's do this.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. Watching Vera eat is usually pretty disturbing. Her snakes eat at the same time as she does. But at least it's usually quiet. This time, however, Scott is doing his best to change that.
Touchdown!
Go, Lefty. Gobble that mouse. No. Watch out for Wiggles coming up from behind. Use that tongue. Go. Ugh. He does this every week or so whenever my snakes need a meal. He seems to think that snake eating contests are a competitive sport. Also, I don't think he realizes that an actual snake-eating contest would probably involve people eating snakes. I tried charging him for tickets to get him to stop, but he actually pays to do this. He keeps track of each snake's statistics on a little index card. He's even given them names. Go Slither, go Bendy, go Sanchez, go Snake. Those aren't their names. God, no matter how much he pays for the tickets, it isn't enough. This seems like a really tense situation. You resolve it in the only way you know how, by opening your mouth and yelling. I don't know. None of these, but I guess I'll choose boring. What? There's a more exciting sport than snake eating contests? You gotta tell me about it. Oh yeah, earthworm eating contests are literally crawling with suspense. And even better, they're going on all the time with thousands of players in each game. Thousands? Where's the game? Where do I go? Anywhere there's dirt. Anywhere. There's dirt in so many places. So many places that aren't here. Get going. Sports that game or whatever. I will, Vera, I will. I swear, one of these days he's going to decide choking on his food is a sport and die. While you hope Scott doesn't actually die, the main thing on your mind right now is how Vera's smiling at you. Nice.
Let's do this.
I mean, I kind of, like, there might be... Do I have the money to buy anything? I don't know. Let's go to the library first. The day you spent some time on the library's PCs managing your start kicker. You deceive lots of people with a sensationalist video and impossible promises. Nice. You gain plus 100,000 money. But almost everything goes to cover costs and you only keep +2 money. Well, at least I got some money. You spy Vera and Liam engaged in their favorite pastime, variation of people watching called monster judging.
So pathetic.
Ugh, do you see what she's wearing? Oh, we never really saw him, did we? Newsflash. Lime green stripper boots do not go with the chupacabra fur. At least she made a choice. I've already seen 6 people wearing the same Air Gorgon sneakers. We really are the lucky ones, Liam. Most people are just absolutely hideous. But even their hideousness is mediocre. Most people are hideous, but I've yet to see one who is the most hideous. I have yet to see. I wonder what such an abomination would even look like. kind of choose the organs on the outside. Okay, sure, but did you know what else organs are besides hideous? Expensive. A person with their organs on the outside would basically be a walking bank account. The majority of vampires' internal organs are decorative anyway, so I find their entire concept immensely uninteresting. Uninteresting? When we're talking about a potential gold mine? Why? If we could engineer people who grew organs on the outside, they'd be like living, screaming money trees, yeah. And enormous profits are anything but hideous. You know what is hideous? People with no understanding of financial gain, like you. That's why I chose that one. You disgust me more than the annoying dick pics I receive daily. Scram before I delete you like I delete all of them. Wow, that got pretty ugly. You lose smarts and creativity, but... You know, it's okay. I'm living my life.
Let's do this.
Let's go to the bathrooms.
What's up?
Aw, you missed me in my shit, huh? Worry no more. A blanket with holes. I mean, that didn't really give me much before, so I have to do the dragon.
No refunds.
Bye, stranger. I got my erratic dragon shit.
Let's do this.
As you approach the table, you see Vera delicately lifting a fork full of quinoa to her mouth. She brings lunch from home when... Food, fork, 6, 8. Who do we deliciate? Deliciate is a word? I don't know. Eating, yay, eating. Ugh, Scott, what on earth are you doing? I'm cheerleading you to help you be the best eater in the whole school. What causes obsession with cheerleading me through the mundane activities that require no cheerleading? Everything requires cheerleading, silly. That's why we have cheerleaders for our cheerleaders. But I can see my cheerleading's not working. You haven't eaten anything yet. That's because you keep startling me with your damn cheerleading. I can't eat when I'm startled. No, that can't be it. I must not be cheerleading hard enough. Hey friend, maybe you can help me. Yeah, the problem is obviously that we aren't dressed up as a giant salad. Oh god. Oh no, I screwed up. Oh, she's not going to date me again. I'm not going to read this.
Woohoo!
She's pissed. I'm sorry. God, should I start again? I don't know if there's any way to make up for this shit.
Let's do this.
I gained fun. You're wandering down the hallway reading Dragonheart. Apparently isn't... And Pauline Vera clocked this immediately.
Ugh.
Are you actually reading erotic fanfiction about dragons? Because we love Dragon Heat. I'm all about the 19th century Russian literature, but a ghost girl can't say no to some erotic fanfic, am I right? I've literally been working on my Morgana von Breaststrike cosplay all week. Don't worry about why. Speak for yourself, Polly. I've never... Okay, fine. I may read Dragon Heat, but don't go around just telling people. Push. We're clearly safe with them. A fellow dragophile can always be trusted. Are you sure? I mean, anyone into Dragon Heat must have a wicked mind. 297 chapters and counting, and it still manages to amaze me with all the new levels of Ron. Yeah, right. I fucking love it. Yet I must admit, I'm a bit vanilla when it comes to fave chapters. Mine is the one where Harold McDonhard, Horace the Hydra, and the deranged Draco Delacourt have to rest at an inn after the Choking Bay adventure. Oh my god. Only to discover they have just one available bed. There's only one bed. The classic fanfic trick that never fails. Ha! Yes, that one was good. I personally prefer the one where Venesaria unmasks her masked savior after a passionate kiss only to discover it's herself. And then they totally pain. Oh, I love it. I'm not a fan of time travel, but sign me up for some good self-cest. Amen. What about you, Red? What's your favorite story arc? Nothing to worry about. You'll just be revealing your inner kinks to us. No pressure. Yeah, let's go with the Sexcalibur dildo and Super Orgy. Whoa, right. We've gotten at the Sexcalibur arc. With 297 chapters, it's rather easy to forget some arcs. Yeah, but that one was epic. The tension, the thrill of wondering who would be the chosen one each time someone used the magical dildo. I must admit it was very lubricating. Also, I should praise the fact it was entirely written from the viewpoint of the dildo. Who would have thought? Red, here's such a kinky deviant. Maybe we should do our own Sexcalibur trial one day, huh? Oh my god. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here, yet. But I might or might not have an official Sexcalibur dildo myself. It's hard to say no to dragon dildos. Fuck yeah. All those years of insecurity, and it turns out that the erotic dragon fanfics were the ultimate icebreaker. Here, have +2 smarts and fun to celebrate your unexpected discovery. Got it. I think I fucked up and she's not gonna date me.
Let's do this.
We'll do it. I don't know if it actually matters where you go. I need... What do I need? I'm not very creative. I need boldness. I'm gonna go to the bathroom again. I go with number 2? Okay. Don't worry, there won't be an illustration of that moment. You don't put paper in the toilet seat before using it. Look at you, crazy bastard. You gain boldness. Oh my god. A slight chance of STD. I mean, not really, but... You notice Vera standing in the corner pissed. What looks like a fresh braid on the back of her head is actually 2 of her snakes fighting. Poison's flying everywhere. Oh, I'm okay. It's just Hissy and Bob having another disagreement. It happens. This time they can't decide whether Miranda's domain should be called a kingdom or an empire, and it's like, who cares? I'm telling you, if they weren't my hair, I would sell them to Thailand, where they eat snakes. Yeah, they should build the empire. Why, of course, I'd forgotten how testy snakes become without gainful employment. It's all in the best-selling book, Snakes in Suits. But come to think of it, my snakes already do have jobs. They're just not doing them. Bob, where's the report on Portugal? Are they at war yet? Hissy, have you poisoned the school's water supply like I asked? No? Then how am I supposed to sell water to Miranda's family? You think it's easy selling water to mermaids? Hissy and Bob pull out cell phones and start making calls. You don't know which impresses you more, Vera's managerial skills or the fact that her snakes can use cell phones without thumbs. Either way, you gain +2 creativity and smarts. I just gotta remember not to pick boring ones. Boring options in general.
Let's do this.
You take your seat and... Yeah, we already did this one. Okay, come on. It's the same stuff, so I'm just skipping it. I was surprised that we didn't get the same stuff this time as much.
Let's do this.
We need to build our boldness, so let's go back to the bathroom. I might have to look up a guide because I'm a dumbass. I just want to, like, if it doesn't work this time... Wow, Dragon Heat, I love it. Also, you may not know this about Damien to look at him, but it turns out that he, too, is a hopeless romantic at heart. Are we reading the same series? I'm in it for the dragon Dawn, Miri. Nothing so bad yet so good as the billionaire dinosaur made me gay. Oh my god. Damien, you are being utterly foul. Don't profane the deep emotional connection between Harold McDonhart and Godiva Galantina. Deep emotional connection? Is that why the latest chapter ends with Harold finally boning Godiva? And then she wakes up to find him gone? The cliffhanger must be entirely misleading. People simply don't abuse each other's love and trust that way. I worry about you, Miri. I really, really do. I just desperately want to know what happens in Dragon Heat, next in Dragon Heat. Do you think Harold is capable of being so mean-spirited? True art imitates life. Let's look at Damien's tender messages to see what he's capable of, shall we? Ah, that solves everything. Oh, no. Oh my god, I thought this was a bad thing. I'm gonna lose creativity. God damn it. Apparently, I'm not very interesting. I don't care about this. I'm not. Fuck. Oh, look at my phone. Now everyone's screaming. No one is happy. Great move, genius. You know what? Why do I fail so hard?
Let's do this.
I'm a failure, guys. Have we been... We haven't been to class on this one. Let's go to the gym, though. Dodgeball. Gain charm. Okay. After a fearsome battle, you find that you, Vera, and Scott are the sole survivors of a bloody and terrible dodgeball match. Damn, are we the only ones alive? Shit, I can't afford to lose. I don't want that on my academic resume. No, not losing. Losing is like not a good thing. Don't worry, Scott. Losing is like winning, except it's losing. Oh my god. I'm not sure if I should feel worried or relieved. Worried, Scott. Losing is bad. A loser, Scott, is a bad Scott. I don't want to be a bad Scott. Then what we need is a fast way to turn this game around. Let's change the rules of dodgeball or pretend you've caught a disease. So smart. You swiftly flee to the International Ministry of Sports and start a complex legal process. After an absurd whirlwind of legal action and bribery, you finally drastically change the rules of dodgeball. You go back to high school and the new rule set favors your team in incomprehensible ways. Scott, you focus on catching the blue flamingo to gain 50 more points. Gotcha. You two dance on the tango so we can win this thing. You two dance the tango. You dance all the right moves that officially end the match way ahead of the other team, who are still combing the hair off their team llama. Well, I have no idea what just happened, but according to this rule book, you won. Holy cow, kids. I didn't remember any of these rules. I guess my memory lost at remembering stuff. Oh, don't worry, Coach. Losing is like winning, except instead of winning, it's losing. That's right, Vera, and if you've learned that, it means I've won at the ancient sport of teaching. Who knew that subverting the rules of a sport was that easy? We live in a wonderful and twisted world. You end up reverting the rules back to how they were before. But boy, was that fun. You gain creativity and fun. She's probably still not going to date me. Life is hard, man.
Let's do this.
Life is so hard. We already did this one, though, so I'll just skip it.
That has been quite pleasing.
This is the tapeworm segment again.
Let's do this.
I have, like, no money, though. I don't think I've been to the auditorium, though. I gain creativity. Maybe I had. As you walked in the hallway, trying to beat a level of Bone Crush on your phone, you run smack into Vera. Sure, feel free to read over my shoulder. You wouldn't understand the charts anyway. Miranda's been mouthing off about being a princess again, as if that's so amazing.
Pathetic.
She's a princess underwater. You know what's underwater? Sea slugs and fish shit. You know what's not underwater? This school. Why should birthright matter when there are so many other factors that determine a person's worth? Their beauty, their cruelty, their business sense. And using all these factors, I've divided the school into cool and uncools. Now I just need to find a way to reinforce the superiority of the cools over the uncools. I don't know. I don't think she would want to throw rotting squid. Oh no. A few days later, you see Vera being carried from Apparitions 3 to AP Fear-Mongering on a studded coach. Right before your horrific eyes, the hands fall off of the Frankenstein monsters carrying her, sending Vera toppling to the ground. Ow, damn it, my snakes are twisted up in one another. It took my reptile dresser hours to get my look right. Whose dumb idea was it to put my physical safety in the hands of someone too stupid to become cool? That'd be you. Better flee the scene before she notices your stupid idea. No. Guys, I'm just not cut out for dating monsters or anyone. I knew this, but this game is just reinforcing this. I don't understand. Been there. I haven't been to class, but I don't give a shit about class, honestly. I need boldness back. You run into Mamimi, the Oni girl. She offers you some of her weird Japanese energy drink. You take a sip. It tastes crazy as hell. You need to check the contents of the shit. Guarana seed extract, benzoic acid, 50 milligrams of caffeine, 100 milligrams of boldness? Well, it wasn't bad at all. You gain 2 boldness, thanks. Thank Mamami and proceed to the bathrooms. After you notice that the bathroom lines are longer than usual. And it's not even giving out free cake in the bathroom day. And that's when his blood got all over Daddy's chariot. Not a problem. The good news is it's never a murder if there aren't 3 or more witnesses. If anyone tries to argue, just remind them that the alleged death, took place underwater and therefore it's disqualified for regular trial and must be resolved via trial by combat, aqua combat. Wow, Vera, you're amazing at this. Here's 50 money. Legal troubles, Red. You've come to the right absolutely 100% legal, licensed attorney. I'm losing my reading skills if I ever had them. I'm sure you'll find everything to be completely above board and in order, or you'll be smart enough to keep your mouth shut if you don't. It's at that moment that Principal Giant Spider walks in, and his feet, all of them, stop in their tracks. What's going on here? Are you running some kind of illegal law firm out of the school bathrooms? What? Oh, of course not. That's absurd. Why, never. Better step in and help Vera out before the one needing legal advice is heard. Yeah. Yes, that we're gonna ask her as a lawyer. They make an excellent point. As a lawyer, I can attest that my legal practice is in fact a legal practice. Principal Giant Spider scratches his head with 3 legs. If you're a lawyer, tell me, do dogs lick their noses to communicate with fleas? Do the laws of time travel mean that a man can be his own grandfather? Is the moon actually square? No, yes, and never on a Tuesday. Principal Giant Spider nods thoughtfully. Well, thank you for your very legal counsel. Here's your payment. With that, Principal Giant Spider leaves. Guess he didn't need to pee that badly after all. Thanks for your help. You know, I've been looking for an illegal legal aid. Crushed it. You gain +2 smarts from that quick thinking and 1 money from her legal fee. Okay. Maybe there's still hope. I can't be boring and I can't be dumb. And those are 2 things that it's very hard for me to not be. Where's about to lift? Oh, we already did this one. Alright, we pretend to be poisoned, but we're actually poisoned. I don't know. Am I wrong that, like, the thing I actually need? Let's go to library. I gain money. Hear a voice from a corner. Hey, psst. I seem to have accidentally turned a bitch to stone with my gaze. Don't get me wrong, she totally deserved it. Her nose is obviously fake. Plus that nail polish? Abominable. But this isn't exactly the first time I've done it. I've done this, and Principal Giant Spider said if I did it again, I'd get detention. So now I need to dispose of yet another body, and I thought that since you're so attractive and kind and clever, you'd be willing to cover up the literal murder I've committed. No questions asked, right? I guess that's more creative. That seems more boring. What? You know what? I think, I'll choose the opposite. It's like, no, it doesn't work. Screw this. No one's impressed by me.
Mediocre.
I lost everything. No one wants to date me because I'm making bad choices. This is no joke. This is hard. God damn it. I'm not interesting. I'm not interesting, and I'm not fun, and I'm not bold, and I'm just stupid. I keep gaining boldness, but her law firm is up and running. But my love, you signed the marriage contract freely by your own volition. Yeah, because it said it was a monthly subscription box for new designer drugs. And so it is, my sweet sauerkraut, for my love is a drug. Listen, interdimensional prince, you've been popping in and out of dimensions for quite a while now, showing up at the most inopportune times. So, good job actually getting one to marry you. Thank you kindly. See, you just called him interdimensional prince. None of us even know his stupid name. My dulcet darling, my name is... Yeah, I really don't care. But nobody cares. Polly, this marriage contract does seem to be legally binding. You probably want to find a lawyer. You are my lawyer. Oh, right. Well, I'm sure there must be some loophole. Of course there is. You notice it immediately. Haha, yes, damn right. I'm dead. Yes, let me look it up in the great big book of lawyering. So, because she's dead and he's alive. Yep, it says right here, interdimensional princes cannot marry dead people. Gadzooks! Then this marriage contract is null and void. Yes, I'm afraid it is. Now, your highness, how much does lawyering usually cost in your dimension? Why, that would be 1,000 pieces of gold. In this dimension, it's 2,000. Although, surely you will charge less for your dear friend, Polina. Oh no, in this dimension, whoever loses has to pay all the legal fees in full. So, it's on you, bro. Very well. Here's 2,000 gold pieces from my royal coffers, Polly, considering a wedding gift for the marriage we never had. And with that dramatic line, the prince is out. Thanks for saving me, Red. That would have been a really boring marriage. Now I need to find an actual subscription box that will deliver cute surprise packages of drugs. So since it was your idea that worked, Red, here's your cut of the profits. Hooray! One of the 2,000 gold pieces she gives you. Of the 2,000 gold pieces she gives you plus 3. Whatever, the point was to help out Vera and free Polly from marriage. And at that, you succeeded. So I got money. Which I don't think really helps me in any way other than, I don't know.
Let's do this.
Let's do it. You find them eating, both of them eating. Yum yum, I sure do love food and eat. Look at this food go in me. Yes, this cafeteria. Sloppy Joe truly has a subtle flavor profile. Finally, you notice the cause of this absurdity. A well-dressed businessman sitting at the next table, watching both women intently. Oh yeah, I know you like this, baby. My eating is realistic and erotic. Be cool, Polly. The man wants to pay us for eating in front of him, not screaming about eating. Is this not what eating is? I forget. While Vera tries to explain eating to Polly, the businessman shyly approaches you and gives you a small bow. Much obliged, friend, he says in a soft voice. Are these two fine ladies your friends? I must confess that I have searched far and wide for a suitable candidate to fulfill my rather unusual fetish, paying a student at our high school for monsters to eat food while watching politely from a distance. But I find myself unable to choose which of these two beauties to hire. The snake-headed one possesses a certain grace. Yeah, pay me, motherfucker. Pay me to do a thing I was going to do anyway. But the translucent one has such passion. I don't even want the money. This is just fucking weird and I love it. In your opinion, the businessman finishes, which would be the wiser choice on my part. The Gorgon, obviously. Look how many mouths she's got on her head. The businessman strokes his chin and nods. You have a point, he says. The ghost only has the one mouth. Also, food seems to go right through her. This Gorgon, meanwhile, has countless mouths. Such value. Value is right, Pervo. 1,000 in cash. Up front. You pay for all my meals and you give me your pants. Holy shit, he's doing it. He's doing it. He's getting naked. Vera is unable to convince the businessman to pay for a fancy dinner for you and her. It's a little creepy with him watching the two of you. Oh, Vera's able to, excuse me. It's a little creepy with him watching the two of you, but you get over it. So we got to go out to dinner. And he paid. Alright guys, hopefully, I don't really trust anything going on here. What does she like? I don't have any charm. Where do I get charm? I think charm is at the theater. Let's go to the auditorium then. That day while rehearsing, you were struck by the lightning of inspiration. You come up with the ultimate nickname for yourself. You tell everyone to call you by it, also known as one of the 7 most douchebaggish moves in the world. But the nickname is so awesome, inventive, and appropriate that people decide to go with it. Quite the feat. You gained creativity. Oh. We, the devs, dare you to actually come up with a nickname for yourself and ask the other players to call you by that name until the end of this run. I have no other players, but... I like Skull Smasher. There's a skull. I don't know. I'm Skull Smasher. That's what I just made up. It's not inventive. You're doing the thing that gives you the most life, reading Dragon Heat, when you're approached by Scott and Liam. Aha! A fellow connoisseur of the dragonophilic arts. Here, Scott and I are also experts on this topic. An unexpected duo.
Hooray!
Yeah, Liam and I are fandom buddies. We love to discuss the things we love on our favorite stuffs, wikis, and forums. We're the best fandom buds, even if we don't always agree, like with the Starco and Karkapoo thing. Okay, first, let's be clear. I engage in passionate fandom conversations only as an ironic way of celebrating low culture, which I truly despise, sure. Second, for the 100th time, after spending years in Hekapoo's dimension, Marco is now actually in his 30s, so it isn't right if he dates a 16-year-old girl. These details matter, Scott. Think how wrong it would be for me in my 400 years to date people from this school if all of you were actually teenagers instead of being much more conveniently in your 20s, yeah. Anyway, enough meta discussion. Scott and I Scott and I here are in a situation. Even if our opinions differ, we agree our opinions are superior in comparison with the rest of the strangers on Dragonheat's wiki. Yes to that. Liam here is, like, super smart. And I'm a good boy, so my ideas should be good too. Oh god. But people on the wiki can be really mean sometimes. We need to gain their respect so we can convince them to be good boys too. Oh my god. Scott is right. We need to somehow earn the role of moderators so we can show all those lesser beings who's boss when it comes to the Dragonheat forum. But how? I'm sure you'll give us an absurd yet effective idea for a solution. As can be expected from good old Red. Write a powerful fanfic. Depict as the coolest users. Ah yes, let's fight wielding art as our weapon. Let's fight wielding art as our weapon. I said it right. Yeah, weapons are fun. Liam opens a new document on his laptop. So let's see. We should create a very nuanced piece of fiction. What about if the three of us and 34,927 users of the Dragonheat Wiki community were co-workers at a bookshop? Delightfully disruptive, Scott. Keep going. Okay. So we're all mean to each other like in real life, except the town's mayor is visiting the bookshop next month, and it turns out that we're breaking the law because in this universe, people can't work in a bookshop if they're single. And we're all single. Not good. Oh, the weight of the conflict. I can even feel it in my fingertips. Amazing. Don't stop. Then we all fake that we're married together. The 34,930 of us. Smartly unexpected. An astute facade. The tension is overwhelming. Faking a marriage, we all learn more about each other. The mayor comes and he's happy and everyone is happy until a bad blizzard comes to town, trapping everyone in the bookshop. Uh-oh. Monster kind versus nature, the oldest of rivalries. So Liam, who's like super smart, says, "Hi, I'm Liam the vampire. We should all snuggle together to get warm." Desperate situations calls for desperate measures. Yes. Then the blizzard goes away and everyone is happy and has learned to respect each other thanks to snuggling together, and they all say, "We're saved, hooray!" To Liam for being smart, hooray to Scott for being such a good boy, and hooray to Red for proposing the creation of this nice fanfic. A very meta final touch, Scott. Okay, a masterpiece has been born. Let's post it on the wiki so it's deservedly immortalized. Some hours later, the users of Dragonheat wiki start to comment about how moving your fanfic is, how they've met their inner feelings thanks to it, and now they're capable of acknowledging your leadership skills. And so they make the three of you moderators. Oh god, art truly opens people's minds, Scott. I must admit we've done a true fanfic Atrois. Fanfic Atreya. Hola, you've impressed these two with a sexy, creative motherfucker. You are a sexy, creative motherfucker. You gained 2 charm. Okay. That was a lot.
Hi.
She's gonna say no.
Let's do this!
You finally pluck up the courage.
Ugh.
She's focusing on her career and she won't date me. Bye, loser.
With you?
God damn it! Oh my god, there's so many outcomes and endings. I've never gotten any endings. I'm gonna have to keep playing this shit, guys. I mean, I recommend you play it too, because like this is clearly really, there's a lot to see and that's amazing, but I cannot get a date. So I just want to know, what am I doing wrong? Tell me in the comments. Why am I so boring? Why am I so stupid? Why does no one love me? I need answers. Why won't Vera love me? Why am I like this? God. I hope you enjoyed it. I fail over and over again. Is it better to see me fail? I don't know. But if you made it with me till the end, this was a little longer than I expected. So it might take me a tish to get it online because I'm garbage. But God, monsters won't date me. Nobody will date me. And I'm very sad inside. I want to thank Ryan. If you didn't know, I have a Patreon, which is just something people can do. It's a link below, no pressure, but I want to thank Ryan for supporting me. I appreciate it. You know, it motivates me, but it also motivates me to get likes and comments. So if you want to do that, that's cool. I mean, it's hard to get motivation. I mean, let's be real here. Flame Girl motivates me. I love her. I love Red. I think I'll always play as Red just because I like her the most. I'm going to have some coffee and chill and live my life, but I'll be honest with you. I wish she would date me, and if I can make her date me, I will start recording again and we'll do another one. Do you want to see another one? I don't know. Let me know. Give me a comment. Who do you like? Who do you want to date? What are your thoughts? We didn't see everybody, but alright, see you guys in the next one, which I might do more of these depending on if I can get anything good to happen. I don't know. I'm a failure. Bye guys.